Hi everybody, hope you're well. This video was requested by Tinyfarm and this is just going to be about my sort of everyday schedule in Howrse. So what I sort of do in a day, I did skip the aging point hunting because that takes about 2 hours and I didn't really want to bore anybody to death. But just in order to recap that, the first thing I generally do when I log in is I go to my divines and I go down and I have a look and see if my Shanna has given me the bonus, and it did today, so I tried to hunt 1,000 horses because then I get about 260 agent points roughly from those. For the past 3 or 4 months I have done 1,000 horses every day, but I started to stop doing that, and what I've decided to do from now on is to just hunt enough that I get about 100 agent points a day, and once I get 100 agent points, stop. But if I get the Shanna bonus, then I do all 1,000. But if I don't get the Shanna bonus, then I don't, because I think it takes so much time every day. But the other thing I generally do is I train up some horses every day. So I have a bunch in here that I've just been training up every day. And then I have a farm where I've completed ones. So these are the ones that I've completed training. So they're all bolded and all 6 skills. So that's generally what I do. I have been doing for the last couple of months. And then the other thing I need to make sure to do, because I forgot last week, is to enter all my horses, all my skillers, into the Grand Prix. So this is the last one I think that needs to go in. So I'll just quickly do that. Possibly might be another one I need to enter. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, I think I have to do this one as well. So the reason I like to make sure that I at least have I want to make sure that I have at least 8 horses entered into the Grand Prix, because otherwise I'll probably miss out and get in the fountain, which I did do last week, I think, and the week before, not the week before that, but the week before that I did as well. I forgot the last day on Friday, I forgot to enter. So mostly I focus on doing my epi hunters, then going through the horses that I'm training. I have a few donkeys that I started to breed recently, so I've just kind of been doing them day by day. Mainly because I want to get the little have donkeys for coats collection. I usually do my divines every day, even if if I don't have a day where I generally can't get on to do very much, I do generally make sure that I do my divines, or at least the divines that give me diamonds or items. Thickerus I was able to send away today because the wind strength reached 100, which I'm finding is much easier to do now with the new water trucks and everything, which is quite nice. Some of my unicorns that I've been working on as well, some of them I need to remember to cover. I forgot to cover them for like a week now, so I kind of need to maybe start doing that. And then I've been selling a lot of horses lately, so I've been trying to go through each of these every day and like selling some of them, because some of them there's maybe only a few in the farm, and some of them I need to keep because they're coats or trophies that I need. But some of them there's like 100 in there, or maybe 200 or 300. It's taking a really long time to go through them. The other thing I'd like to do is check my question center. So I generally will click on the news and just see what I have to do. I do generally check my workshops every day, as well as the meadows. I think it was yesterday. Actually, I need to switch those, so I'll do that now. I did actually update my competitions yesterday because I haven't actually had my competitions updated in quite a while, and I thought maybe it was about time that I had. Just make sure that I've got enough, and there we go. So I've updated some of my competition difficulties recently because I thought some of them were getting a bit low. Some of them are struggling with rosettes. They're just not, they're just maybe 2 or 1% off, and it's a bit of a pain at the moment, but hopefully they're going to go up a little bit. Sales, I do sometimes check the sales. I don't generally check the sales every day, unless there's something I really want to look at. I've been kind of looking at the drafts a little bit. I really want to wait and get my own draft from the maze, and I feel like it's starting to get to that point where it's not going to happen. And then I know that if I go and buy one, because there's lots of really nice ones in the sales, I'm like, if I buy it, it's going to appear in the maze the very next day, and I'm going to be like, why has this happened? I did a really stupid thing actually earlier when I was going through my divines. I was clicking through my divines and I ended up, it flicked to the Mars divine, and it actually made, I don't know why, but for some strange reason in my head I was like, oh, I'll just click to go back. And I ended up moving my divine into pretty much a dead end on the maze, so now I've wasted a move and energy, and I'm going to have to backtrack, so that's going to be a serious pain as well. Item exchanges. I haven't actually been very good lately about my item exchanges. I've kind of been really lazy there, but I do kind of like to see what the sort of the trade is on harmony packs or golden apples. I have thought that since the maze came out, we have had a lot more expensive trades. There haven't been the flood of items that there usually is with the much faster promos as well. I've sort of noticed that. I don't know if it's the same case everywhere. I mean, it may not be, but I feel like the exchanges have slowed down a bit. Definitely in that sort of way. I've been keeping an eye on the shop lately because I was looking a really good time to sell my classical stuff, but the price has been really low for a while now, and I really needed money earlier, so I just sold it all because I got tired of waiting, basically, in that respect. Forums, I do like having the odd look in the forums. I'm not going to say that I look every single day. Generally I do make sure that I have all these starred in the VIP forum because I sort of just like to keep track of what everybody's looking at or doing at the moment. Question Center Classifieds. I haven't really done this lately since with my EC. I haven't really bothered very much. Gameplay, occasionally do look at just to see what's sort of going on. Sometimes I just scan it, maybe not necessarily click on any of it. But I have 2 blocks to do today, so I'm not going to probably do them all in this video, but I'll at least start them. Maybe just get them to 3. But the reason I like to EP hunt is because then I have all my agent points ready for blopping. Because sometimes I find that I don't tend to maybe get them all if I just do it while I'm blopping. So, and plus it does make me look after more of my horses, age them up, and things like that. But, and the other thing I like to do as well, which I did actually realise I'd missed, was checking on GA coats in the rankings. So I'll actually just quickly, the creation rankings. I dropped down on this because I actually had missed one. I think it was 2 days ago. So I quickly started going into, I think it was directories and then creations and looking to see which one I didn't have, and then thoroughly and quickly scanning the sales, the direct sales, until I found one. So I did find it. So I got one. I spent a while deliberating on which one to buy because it was actually about 5, which sometimes doesn't happen. Usually whenever I go to find a coat that's just became limited, nobody's put it up for sale, or somebody has it up for like 6 passes, and I'm like, no, not spending that. But luckily I was lucky enough to get one that wasn't too much at all, so I was quite pleased with that. And it had a decent amount of skills too. But generally it's just, some days I'll come on, I'll just do what I have to, and some days I'll probably come on and I'll look around. Sometimes I have more messages than other days, sometimes it can be quite quiet, and then I do tend to find that sometimes I answer messages immediately, and sometimes I might not answer them to the next day, just depending on time and whatnot. But that's kind of just a little explanation of what I tend to do in a day on Howrse. So anyway, thank you to Tinyfarm for requesting the video, and hope you had a lovely day. Bye guys!